We are going to taste some balls for the first time live on stream. I have the classic Bawls Guarana drink, as was made infamous in the product placement for Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. Yes, this replaced Nuka-Cola in the 2004 game, and I found that you can still order it. You can still get a variety pack. So today we are going to try it out. I'm going to taste some balls for the first time live and figure out which one is my favorite.
Balls, haven't seen those in years.
Why, Borealis, I believe there are apps for that. I have heard they are mostly sold at like electronics stores. Like I want to say Micro Center is one that carries them. So let's show what we have. I'm gonna reach down here into my box of balls, my balls box as it were. Now I almost carried these upstairs in a sack, but then I realized if I did that, I would be reaching into my balls sack on stream, and I figured that was kind of on the nose, and an on-the-nose ball sack is not the kind of thing you just drop on somebody without preparing them. So, you know, I played it safe and I went for the box. I'm more of a box kind of person than a sack kind of person anyway. But let's see, we have Balls Original. This one is in blue. We will probably get to this one first because the blue balls are just begging to be popped open, in my opinion. We've got Balls Orange. Orange balls feeling very presidential. You know, I didn't realize that my balls tasting was going to get political, but I do feel like there is a lot of that in politics.
Not you with your iPad speaker turned up in the lunchroom while 3 others are at the table when Ad mentions blue balls.
Borealis, I warned you the balls puns were coming. It was your choice to still have it on speaker. I am that streamer now. I am suddenly the brand risk. I am the person you don't listen to without headphones. I'm sorry, okay? It's just, you get a little taste of the balls and sometimes things change. We've got Balls Ginger Ale, which, I'll be honest, I'm not sure what I expect out of this one, if it's gonna be real gingery, like ginger beer, or, I don't know, we'll see. We've got Balls Cherry Soda, and then somehow we have Balls Cherry Cola, and these are two distinctly different beverages. I don't know the difference between the Cherry Cola and the Cherry Soda, except maybe this one has actual cola nut, I don't know. And then we've got Balls Root Beer. So, now I've got to be careful with these. These are 180 milligrams of caffeine each, I think. While we're on the topic of blue balls, can I just say a hot take here? Are we prepared for a hot take? Is that okay? Is this a safe space? Ready? Okay. Here is my hot take about blue balls. I feel like gooning has killed blue ball pity sex, and if it hasn't killed it, it should. And here's why. It was always the classic thing, right? That guys would be like, oh, but if I don't get something from you, then I'm gonna get blue balls and it'll hurt so bad and I'll be so uncomfortable. Like, you gotta help me out. And then on the other hand, nowadays, you have people doing retention. You have people doing No Nut November. You have people doing like 6 or 8 hour Discord gooning session and voluntarily restricting themselves, okay? So I feel like all the gooners have done have just given away the fact that that is not the case. They now recreationally restrict themselves. In this day and age, it should actually be a favor if you get turned down, because you can just think of it as an unintentional start to a good edging session being handed to you. And that is why I think gooning has killed that practice in the modern age. And I think, honestly, society is a little better for it. As part of the gooning gospel, I care not for what you title my words, only that you consider the wisdom within them. All right, I think these balls have been sitting here long enough. Let's go ahead and get this started. We got a tier list, and you know, I can't believe it. I am not the first person to create a balls tasting tier list on tierlist.com. I didn't have to make one. This one already existed. I'm excited to get into it. Let's see. Oh, did you hear that satisfying pop, or did the noise cancellation? All right, Bawls Guarana Energy Drink Blue. Let's try it. Wow, that is actually, that's refreshing. That's quite good. It's on the sweet side. If you're not somebody who doesn't like sweet things, there's a creamy flavor to it, a little citrusy, kind of cherry. That is very good. Rez, thank you for lurking. Yes, sweet balls indeed. I don't know if that's like the best beverage that I've ever had. Now, I have to be careful with these rankings because I did tag balls on Instagram and I don't want to tank my opportunity for a sponsorship by rating too low. I'm joking. I'm gonna give you the truth. I'm gonna give you my unfiltered opinion. I'm gonna say this blue balls here, this is an A rank. So that was the blue balls. That one is quite good. I have to say that is a solid start to representing this brand. And this is the Balls Orange. Once again, very smooth. It's somewhere in Orange Crush or Sun-Kissed territory, I would say. A little hint of like a vanilla or cream flavor, I think. Now, for those of you not in America where you use real ingredients in your orange sodas, I'm sorry, I can't compare for you. I can only compare to the American stuff that we are fed here. But as far as that goes, I would definitely place this among the high rank of orange sodas. So let's go ahead. We're gonna crack open this root beer. Now, I'm a big root beer fan, so... Oh, you know what? I forgot to rank the orange. That one also gets an A. I'm a big root beer fan, so high expectations, high standards. Let's see how it goes. Super rooty. That is good. That definitely rivals like one of the boutique, you know, root beers that you buy at a specialty shop or something. And I gotta say, as somebody who consumes a ton of caffeine, I love the idea that this is a root beer that gets me jacked up a little bit because most root beer is caffeine free. This is all of the flavor plus the increased heart rate. And I've gotta say, that's just a winning combination. I will go so far as to put root beer in S tier. That is a winner. You know, I just realized because I get paid from Twitch and YouTube to do this, I get to write balls off on my taxes. All right, now, as my plan stood, we're gonna try the cherry soda. There's things I like about this and things that I don't. It is every bit as smooth as the other flavors, and the cherry is good, but there's a kind of saccharine sweetness it leaves behind on the tongue that I don't consider altogether pleasant, and being a cherry flavor, it runs the risk of crossing that territory into cough medicine kind of flavor. You know, that like overly sweet flavor that they use to cover other things up. It's got a little bit of that to it. I like the main body of the flavor. I just don't like what it's dragging along with it. Gotta say the Balls cherry soda, that gets a B from me. It's not bad. I would still put it up against other sodas, but it hasn't had the quality and full-bodied flavor of the other entries. Balls ginger ale. Now I'm curious what side of the spectrum this ginger ale is gonna be on. Ooh, that is a surprise. That is coming up from behind in my expected list. I'm not a huge ginger ale fan. I don't know, just the mix of spices and flavors in this one. It's really warm. It's kind of hearty. It almost tastes like Christmas in a way. Like it's got that baking spice kind of flavor to it. I have to say, if you're a real ginger lover, you might be disappointed. This is not like a ginger beer. It doesn't have that sharpness. It doesn't have that throat burn. It's very agreeable. It's very smooth. It is once again on the sweeter side. That's something that's in common with all of these balls across the board. They've been a little sweeter than I expected. This one is definitely enjoyable and refreshing. So the Balls ginger ale, I think, is actually gonna go... We're actually gonna put that one above the orange, just because of the, I don't know, the surprise factor. That one really had something unique as far as ginger ale goes that I did not expect. So we're gonna put that one in A rank. You can see across the board, this has been a pretty good brand. I like all of these. I would definitely drink all of these. I think more places should stock these. And this is the cherry cola. The thing I'll be looking for in this flavor is how strong the cola flavor comes through, and does it help combat the saccharine flavor of the cherry soda on its own? Okay, this one is one that I want to like, but I unfortunately don't. It's got the same problem as the regular cherry soda. It's cloyingly sweet in a way that hangs on your taste buds long after the drink. So the hearty body of the cola and all of that, it doesn't overcome. I don't know, it's almost like if you had a cherry breath mint and it left like, you know, that fake sweet flavor on your tongue. It's not bad. Once again, none of these are bad, but I would say this is definitely the most disappointing. I'm gonna rank this one below the cherry soda. So still drinkable. I will definitely still drink it, but I fear I will not be as excited for it as I am the others. Yeah, the root beer, that's a real winner. And honestly, just as soon as it began, my first time tasting Bawls is over, and I greatly enjoyed the opportunity to do it on stream. This was fun. Is there a future in which Bawls are more popular, more loved, more of a household name? Maybe. Maybe they staked their bet on the wrong game. Maybe they should have sponsored a good game instead of Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. I don't know. Maybe it died the way the Fallout franchise almost died. There is potential here. I think America is ready for a resurgence of Bawls. I think it's something that, we are ready for more accessibility and more acceptance of it. So marketing people, get at me. I will definitely, if you want to sponsor my stream with Bawls, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Get me that referral link. I'll taste more Bawls on stream. But until that happens, y'all, thank you for joining me for it. It's been a lot of fun.